In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can build the right systems in your business so that you can start seeing it grow. My name is Mukonkela, and I'm the host of the Ndalama Insights Business Show, where we turn your challenges into actionable insights. So, what are systems? How do you go about building the right systems in your business? And what is the benefit of actually even thinking about building the systems for your business? Let's begin. Oftentimes people wonder why their businesses don't grow, and you might have also seen a business in your community where you live which has been at the same level for years, and then you probably see a multinational company come into the same community and you see that business grow. So the question that you might ask yourself, that I've always asked myself, is why is it that some businesses seem to do very well and grow, whereas others are stagnant? They're at the same level for years and they don't seem to be going anywhere. That is what I want us to look at today, and hopefully we're going to establish what the problem is and also to find a solution to that, so that you can be an outlier. You can start growing your business instead of also being stagnant. What are systems? A system is simply a process or a routine that you establish around a problem which you've found, or a problem that you're trying to solve. That is a system. And most of the times, a system is documented and it's thought about in terms of the steps that you need to take. You've thought about it in advance and you just start executing. It becomes an automatic thing because you've already thought about it, you've already planned it. So what you need to understand is a system is simply a routine or things that you do in a certain way all the time, because you've already thought about them and they are designed to help you solve a problem or a challenge in a systematic manner. That is what a system is. Let's talk about what kind of systems you need in your business. So how do you go about identifying the kinds of systems you need in your business? One of the things that will help you to identify the kinds of systems you need to establish for your business is by looking at the challenges that you're facing right now in your business. Are you having any issues with regards to how a service is delivered? Are you facing problems maybe with collecting your accounts receivables or credit sales from your customers? What is giving you a headache in your business? So you need to actually think around issues that are giving you a headache and issues that are, regular. They are time consuming, they take a lot of your time. So think about those things or problems that take a lot of your time, that are giving you a headache. Those are the things that you need to start thinking about systemizing or creating a system around. So I've given you examples already, examples of maybe your invoicing. Maybe it could be taking too long to send an invoice to a customer and then you're not getting paid in time. That becomes a problem because you're not going to have cash in your business. And so you need to think about how you can create a system to ensure that you are paid faster. So that's an example of a system. You can also think about a system that has to do with human resource. Maybe you are facing a problem in terms of retaining your employees in your company, or even recruiting the right people for your business. So you need to think about a system of employing the right people to help you in your business. That is another example of a system. Another one is the production quality or product quality, in terms of if you make a product. Is it the same all the time in terms of the standard, the production quality and the standard that you expect? Is your production team producing a product of the same standard that you want? If not, then you need to think about creating systems and documenting processes and procedures to help you get the same quality all the time. And so that is how you go about thinking about what kind of systems you need to have in your business. Let's talk about the benefits. What do you think are the benefits of having these systems in your business? One of the biggest benefits is that when you have a system established around a problem that you are facing, the first thing you are going to see is that there's going to be consistency, either in product delivery or production quality, and customer service as well is going to be improved. So what you are going to see is your team is going to be delivering a product to the same standard or service to the same expectation, because you've thought about exactly how you want your product or service to be delivered and you've communicated that to your team. They are going to make sure that your product or service is delivered at the same standard or service level. And that is, for me, one of the greatest benefits that you get by establishing systems around your issues or problems that you are facing. Another benefit is the time that you are going to save. Because you've already thought about a routine or processes of how to execute your work or produce a product or service, you are going to save a lot of time. Even when you recruit a new employee, they're not going to spend time thinking or brainstorming how you execute a service or how you produce a certain product, because you will have already laid out the processes in terms of how a service or a product should be delivered or a service should be, produced. So you'll have thought about that in advance, and that saves a lot of time, and it helps you to induct or bring in new employees very quickly. And also the other benefit, the third one, is that it helps you in terms of resolving any problems or issues that you might be having with regards to your product or your service or any issue that you are facing in your business. And so that's the third one. The final one, and which is the biggest one, is that creating systems and processes is going to allow you to grow your business. This is because you can only grow a business if you already have established a foundation which is laid on correct systems and processes that everyone can understand in your business. Once you do that, you almost give a provision for your business to start growing. If you think about the major reasons why businesses don't grow, I truly believe that one of the biggest reasons is because they lack systems and processes. And entrepreneurs are they're reacting to issues instead of being proactive by thinking about systematic processes that they can establish for the challenges that they're facing. Rather, they keep reacting all the time, and as a result, they run out of energy, and at the end of the day, you don't even have enough energy to, think properly in terms of how you can grow your business. And so when you create systems and processes, it not only allows your business to grow, it also gives you the time for you to be able to think strategically in terms of how you can position your business for growth. Those, I think, are the greatest benefits in terms of establishing systems and processes in your business. Let's look at the final point in terms of how do you go about. So now that you've understood exactly the benefits of systems, what systems are, how you identify what kinds of systems you need, what kinds of issues or problems you need to systemize, the question you would naturally ask yourself is, how do I go about establishing these systems? So let's take a look at that now. How do you go about establishing the systems and processes? So I'll give you 3 steps. And the first step is that you need to identify your issue. What issues are you facing right now? Remember, I gave you hints in terms of how you can go about identifying those issues. There must be things that are giving you a headache, things that are time consuming, things that are occurring regularly. They keep happening all the time. Those are things that indicates to you that you need to systemize. You need to find a solution that you can actually systemize around that issue or challenge that you are facing. So the first step is you need to identify the issue. After identifying the issue, you then move on to the second part, which is planning. So when you think about planning your process, you need to think about the end result. What do you want to see happening in terms of that issue that you are facing? What do you want to see that is going to make you smile and happy? That is what you need to start by thinking of. This reminds me of Stephen Covey's begin with the end in mind. Because you have to picture the end. How would I want to see my invoicing process to look like at the end? You see, obviously you would want to be receiving, first of all, your invoices are sent out as early as possible, the cash comes into the bank as quickly as possible, and you pay your bills as quickly as possible. That is what you would like to see in terms of your invoicing process. So you need to picture the end in mind first, and then start creating processes that are going to give you that end that you're now envisioning. So what are some of the the things that will help you in terms of documenting those processes. You need to get a sheet of paper, write down. First of all, I've said begin with the end in mind, and then start documenting what will get us to this end. So write down, step number 1, this is what we need to do. Step number 2, we need to do this. Step number 3, this has to be done. And then when you document your steps, also document what you expect to see at the end of each step. So step number 1, this is what I expect to see. Step number 2, I expect to see this. So plan your system clearly. So that's the second thing that you need to do. The final thing that you need to do is obviously to execute that plan. So you would have done the first thing, identified the problem, you would have created a plan around it. Now you need to execute that plan. In executing your plan, you need to think about, do I have somebody to actually carry out this process, or to implement this system, or to carry out this task? If you do have someone in place, an employee for example, you need to train them so that they know exactly what is expected of them. If you don't have an employee, and if it's something that you think should not be done in-house, or you can actually outsource this system or service or product or whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you think you cannot do it in-house, then you need to look at finding somebody who's external to your business to help you do that work. What are some examples of things that are outsourced? If you look at maybe recruiting, if you really think that you need the right people in your business and you've been finding it really hard to find the right people, this is where we have recruitment agencies that come in to help you find the right people. They are specialized in finding the right person for your business. And because you've struggled so many times to find that person yourself, you would say, okay, I need this person, but maybe let me engage an external firm to help me find the right person that will be able to help me execute this task. And so this is what I had to share with you in today's video. I am pretty sure if you are going to implement these insights and turn them into action, you are going to start building the right systems for your business, and I expect to start seeing your business grow in the next few months, and hopefully in the next few years we're going to start hearing about how successful your business is. And I know it's pretty challenging, so let me know what are the challenges that you face in terms of creating systems for your business. In the comment below, just drop a comment and let me know what the challenges you are facing in terms of creating the right systems for your business. And then I'll try to respond to those comments. And if you've subscribed already, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, I do not know what you're waiting for. Subscribe right now by clicking the red subscribe button and also the bell icon, so that you can be reminded whenever I have a YouTube video out. Join me next time as I look at how can you systemize your accounting processes.